walking. I hear something. The moment I hear a I'm gone. It's not my business anymore. I don't need to be here.
I'm out and I'm not going back in.
The moment she makes
I'm out and I've never moved so fast in my life, kind of a thing.
Thank you. I don't care if I just tore my ACL. I am sprinting up those stairs.
Welcome to Seeing This, the movie podcast where we deliver the latest movie reviews, celebrate our favorite movie anniversaries, compete in competitive movie drafts, and much, much more. I am the movie mama, Mike Ornelas, and let me tell you, I'd role play with Renate Rensbe any day. Joining me on the podcast is the feisty Pisces, Erica McMullen.
White people do not move with enough urgency.
And also on the podcast, the Gerber babyface assassin, Adrian Cedeno.
I have no fucking idea.
And that's all in reference to today's episode on Backrooms, the 20-year-old director Kane Parsons' debut feature. And I believe, if I read correctly, since this film has been out, he is the youngest director to ever have a #1 box office hit on opening weekend. So Backrooms, Obsession, we talked about not too long ago with Curry Barker. 2 directors coming out hot out of the YouTube gate. So looking forward to Backrooms. Maybe we can explain a little to Adrian, and maybe Adrian, your confusion will shed some light for us as well for this movie. Before we get into that, really quickly, programming reminders. Last Friday, we had the Super Sub group join us. Adrian, Erica, we missed you guys, but Chad Liftman, Larry Lopez stood in for our trio movie fest.
By subgroup, he means the B team, guys. Just so everybody knows.
The B team. Well, you know, I said it once on the episode. I didn't want to like. I don't want to give them a bad stigma, you know. But we covered 3 movies in one episode. We did Obsession, as I just mentioned. We did Mortal Kombat 2 and The Mandalorian and Grogu. Did either of you catch Obsession after all, or no? I don't remember.
No, but I haven't listened to our episode, and I've avoided spoilers because I do still want to see it. It's like I said, it's been a chaotic week, so.
I'll just say, as we get to our conversation on Backrooms, it would have been great to talk freely about Obsession because there is some hand-in-hand conversation happening, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best to avoid any kind of spoiler there. And then this Friday, we're going to have a quick bonus episode. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a accumulation of this past weekend, my experience with the Criterion Mobile Closet that was here in Portland. Any Cinephiles wet dream, it definitely was mine to get to go in. You get 3 minutes inside of this mobile closet, and you get to pick 3 movies, and I shared it with our fellow Portland Critic Association member. Not only member, he's the co-president, and we did a video together, picked our movies. Let me tell you, the stress is real, but we'll get into that.
I would lose my mind. How do you pick only 3 in 3 minutes? Like, there's no way. I can barely pick Paint.
Right. It was tough. It is definitely overwhelming because you have a short limited time. Super shout out to Pam Cutt, the Tomorrow Theater, Portland Art Museum, who helped facilitate this and partnered with Criterion. And I've been in conversations with the marketing team there. Going to do our next Sacred Screens and Stages episode with the Tomorrow Theater. That's going to be a 2-parter. Coming out later at the end of the month. So much happening here at Seeing This, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the tribe at Seeing This Pod. And you can also go to seeingthispod.com for all of our episodes, merch, and the merch is going out of season, going to be discontinued because we're revamping, which also might be part of next Friday's episode, talking about the things on the horizon. So subscribe at seeingthispod.com/subscribe for a discount on our merch from 2025. Rant over. What have we seen this week? Let's talk about what we've seen. Erica, let's kick off with you. What have you seen this week?
So I've been catching tidbits of Ted Lasso because I think I'm gonna finally watch the 3rd season now that the 4th season is, I believe, like right around the corner, hopefully. I haven't really looked, or if it's out already, I don't even know, but been doing that. And then I watched Coco, which I don't know why I did that to myself. But
the full blue moon got you in your feels. Is that what it is?
In my feels. Just so stunning. Like, the color, Disney is hitting like a weird funk where like all of their animation kind of looks the same in every one of the films that we've been getting recently. So it was kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
nice nod back to the creativity, the color, the voice work. I mean, Alana Ubach is just, I love her so much. Her voice just Mala Imelda, she sings at the concert and everything, but oh, it's so good.
How many tears were shed this
Oh,
viewing?
so many. So many.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like I know he's bad, but every single time Ernesto de la Cruz comes out and like you find out and you're just like, I loved him. I loved him like everybody
Yeah.
else did. It's a betrayal.
Yeah. It's a great movie. I mean, Alice in Wonderland was my favorite Disney cartoon for the longest time until Coco came, and I had to really like look in the mirror and be like, wait, it's got my people's culture, it's beautiful animation, it's got music, it's got a great story, it's got a lot of heart, it's
Yeah.
funny, Coco. But little foreshadowing for what's to come with Alice, but we'll get to that. Adrian,
Mhm.
what are you seeing this week?
I just watched a movie called Outcome. It's with Keanu Reeves, directed by Jonah Hill. It just came out recently. Um,
Hmm.
it was interesting. Uh,
Didn't they work together on that other movie you saw, right? About the angel,
It's the
right?
one with the
yeah,
fleas. Yeah.
I think that was Seth Rogen. Um,
I'm getting my
yeah,
my
yeah.
my Jewish white boys confused.
Yes,
Sorry, go
yes, you
ahead.
are. This one, it's Keanu Reeves plays like a middle-aged actor that was really good as a kid actor, and Jonah Hill plays his um crisis lawyer. And so he's just really worried about his image, and there's a tape or something out there and he's being blackmailed or extorted.
Hmm.
Like this guy wants money, I have a video about you, and he's super worried about his image.
Mm.
Pretty
Hmm.
interesting.
Okay.
Kind of like all dialogue type of movie. There's no real punch, action, nothing.
Didn't do it for you though. You don't seem too impressed.
I wasn't too impressed. The
Okay.
acting was
Okay.
good. But yeah, it's just I didn't understand the point of it.
Sure. Sure. Like a bit aimless. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, this week I got to check out a film called La Niña de la Cabra, or translated to Goat Girl. Was fortunate enough to get a screen of this going through the festivals. It's about this young little girl getting ready to do her first communion. And it really gave me Oka vibes when we watched Oka out of TIFF, about the nun that was kind of having visions and whatnot.
Wanting to be a
This is a
bishop
little
or cardinal.
right,
Yeah.
right. So with this one, without giving too much away, this little girl is raised in Spain, takes place in Spain, and she befriends this little girl that's a gypsy. And if you're of the Catholic faith or religious, stay away from the gypsies. And she befriends this gypsy, and it's very subtle. The movie is a little bit slower. There's a bit of a slow burn, but by the end of it, it is beautifully shot. It is a beautiful story and message about a little girl discovering the dogmatic practices of faith and what state speaks true to her spirituality versus other things. So, definitely, if you get a chance to see that, folks, I would check that out. Again, that is Goat Girl, or how it's originally titled, La Niña de la Cabra. Um, Very thankful that we have the opportunity to see all kinds of different movies, not just the Mandalorian and Grogu or all this fucking slop. If you missed our conversation, folks, with Larry and Chad, go watch that. We had mixed results though. Erica, not a spoiler to you because you say you didn't watch it or listen. We had mixed thoughts across the board. I don't think we had a unanimous decision on
Well,
any of
Mm,
the three movies.
I
I
mean,
don't
I
think
was
so.
shocked.
I listened to your guys to the episode.
Which one are you thinking was unanimous?
I think you guys
I don't think so.
agreed, but as far as like,
I'm sorry. I mean, as far as
yeah,
Commodus
yeah,
goes,
okay, okay.
yeah, we didn't agree. So it was like a
Yeah,
mixed bag
I
of
was
where it
surprised
landed.
when I mean, we have multiple group chats now, and you guys drive me a little bit nuts, so please, for the love of God, help me out here. But, when Chad put in the group chat that he was like, "I have lots of things to say," and then, like, alluded to them being bad things, I was like, "Oh, wow," like, okay, like, really didn't like it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it is.
It's interesting the ones that he did like and didn't like, because I would like, yeah, Big Jumble. Go watch that
I heard
episode.
it was chaotic.
Our May movie mania. Oh, Chad tried to pull some Adrian moves when it came to drafting. We talked about that. I
The
sent you the
Mortal
text
Kombat
and everything.
song.
Yeah,
So funny. Nice try, Chad.
this fucking guy. Nice try. Nice try. Nonetheless, let's dive into our main movie.
Have you seen this?
Have you seen this?
Have you seen this?
I know, I've seen this. I know this.
Backrooms. So, in order to do that, we had all three of us try to take Adrian's job as far as reading the letterbox. But Adrian, you're back. Give us Backrooms. What does the letterbox description say?
All right, directed by Kane Parsons. Everything must go. A strange doorway appears in the basement of a furniture showroom.
And that's it. That's it. I
That's
wonder if
it.
Adrian, did you take anything else away from that movie? As I mentioned, Kane Parsons, a 20-year-old director. This is his first feature film. It's insane to hear that he's 20 years old. Horror is just on a roll right now.
I keep telling this to my family. I don't get why nobody else is understanding this. But when the writer's strike was happening, A24 had already had all of their contracts in place and were acknowledging what writers wanted to be paid, were giving them what they wanted. So they were still creating movies. And we've gotten a lot of good stuff from them. I'm very impressed and very happy with what they've been doing.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget they also did Mother
Yeah,
Mary.
that one.
So
Okay,
you
but
know.
I did see. Hold on, can I tell you something so funny? I think I sent it to you guys on Instagram. But Anne Hathaway saying like she had seen the movie and she was like, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't release this." Y'all should have listened to Anne Hathaway. You should have listened to her.
Yeah.
Just scrap that movie. Come up with something else.
I've heard people that do like it though, where
Speaking
it's
of
like
Anne
one of their favorites
Hathaway,
I
of the
bet you
year.
they're Charlie XCX fans.
Maybe. Maybe.
uh,
you gonna say, Adrian?
Unimpressed.
Carl Anthony Towns, that it was reported Carl Anthony Towns from the Knicks bought Anne Hathaway like rookie card, like it's an Anne Hathaway as an actress card,
Wait,
and
that's
they haven't lost since he bought it for I don't know some thousands of dollars.
They're hot. That we have the finals set now. The New York Knicks against the San Antonio Spurs.
Mhm.
I don't know how to feel because the Spurs, they got a lot of respect for it. You had a lot of respect for the Spurs during the early 2000s and the battles the Lakers and them would do. But who are you rooting for, Adrian?
I think the Knicks.
Yeah, New York, the East Coast.
I mean, I think so.
Okay, okay. Erica, you have a horse in the race? You don't care.
I don't really
No.
watch NBA like that anymore. The games just changed so much that I don't think I enjoy it anymore. I don't think I'm watching basketball. I think I'm watching like really good athletes do a lot of good
Flop.
things on the basketball court. Um,
Sure.
cause like I
Yeah.
want like yesterday I was like, how is that not a fucking travel? Oh, like it just yeah. So
Yeah, the officiating,
yeah,
the
and
league,
don't get me
it's
wrong, like,
all
I'd love to go. I've never been to an NBA game in person. I'd love to go one day just to experience it, but yeah, I don't know, it's lost a lot of I loved you said it was we had Spurs, Lakers, and even the Celtics when they would get in that, like, it just yeah, the rivalries, the players, just it's a lot different.
it's a lot different. This movie's a lot different. It stars Renata Renzeve, as I mentioned. Stock going way up. She just had her. Oh, let's
No,
just
hold on
hold
a
on.
second.
Let
We
me
need
finish.
to we before we start on that, I kind of agreeing with Adrian because who says the stock goes up? The movie wasn't that good.
No, 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 no. Okay, what a great segue. All I was
Ooh.
gonna say is she also her film out of Cannes last week won an award, the big award
Yeah, but
there. I
this
think it's called
episode's
Sword.
not about that movie, is it?
Erica, you sound anxious. Tell us, what did you think about Backrooms?
No, here's the thing. I really enjoyed the psychological aspect behind it. I really kind of like the way they played on certain things, the way they revealed a lot of things I liked. It just it just felt like it took too long to get there. Like, it did not like, this
Mm.
it's tough because I'm so glad for him that he's having his debut film kill. This could have been a short.
So he's made a lot of Backrooms
I know,
shorts on
and
YouTube.
I
Right,
think
right,
this
right.
just kind of
That's a better home
yeah,
for
it
it.
would have been a better home for it.
Mm.
I think performance-wise, yes, that they both did well, but it was also, like, they both did well for, like, what they were given. Um,
Right, right.
yeah,
And just to be clear, when we say both, I mentioned Renata Rinsvid, but I didn't mention Chiwetel Ejiofor
Chiwetel.
yet. Chiwetel, who is also in this film and available to be drafted, just saying for later.
I love him. I
But
don't
yeah,
think
you
I'm
think,
ever unsatisfied with something he does, like, he's just so
sure,
good. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Adrian, you just saw this before jumping onto the pod.
I just
What
saw
are
it
your
today too.
thoughts? Lovely.
I
Fresh for both of you.
I'm still not sure what I watched. Uh, like that opening line is real. Like I have no idea what was going on in this. I'm interested in getting into spoilers because I do have lots of questions on like how you guys interpreted certain things.
Okay.
For me, it was like I don't know. It had a little Stranger Things kind of vibe to it. I'm not sure what to think of it. I think I enjoyed it because I was intrigued the entire time. Like I was engaged, trying to figure out what the heck am I watching? What is really going on here? Um, whether it was like psychological or was this real or is this a lab? Like what's going on here? What am I watching?
Mm, mm. And so when you say like, it's a puzzle, not only is it a puzzle, you're trying to put the pieces together, you don't even know what the puzzle looks like, what the image
Well,
is of
that's
what you're
I think
putting
one of
It's
their
like
together.
taglines,
knowing
right?
what a dog looks like, describing a dog, and then expecting somebody else to be able to come up with that drawing. Like,
Correct.
it
Correct.
was
Correct.
very on the nose, in my opinion.
Mm. Even it was on the nose for what it was trying to do, not necessarily what's happening.
I don't even
Or
know what it was
Erica, do you
trying to
have a
do. That's the problem. Like I don't I didn't even know what it was trying to do. So I couldn't tell
uh-huh.
like, oh, did it land the plane? Cuz I still don't know like are we on a jet or are we on a freaking Flintstone plane?
I
Like
can
I had no
agree with
idea
you
where we
as
were
far
going.
as, like, not thinking that Mary's story really had a finish. I think I was a little bit
You
unsatisfied.
you think it did, or did you feel like it didn't have a
Didn't.
finish? Oh, interesting. Well, I think in spoilers we'll have to
Yeah.
discuss our
We can
theories here
discuss that
because
for
I
sure, but
think, yeah.
I think certain things felt a little incomplete, like it
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
almost there. Like they needed maybe like one more like twisted element at the end.
But you also said you felt like it felt a bit long, or like it went on longer than it
Like
needed to.
in certain areas. Like and maybe that's just because I get annoyed with how fucking slow everybody's moving in this goddamn movie. No
Sure,
sense of
sure, sure.
urgency. Like I don't know. This is what always baffles me
Yeah.
is like, how is the black person dying in every single scary movie? Like, honestly, because they seem to be the only people who have sense because he's slow, the slowest thing ever. Like, walkie, I hear something. The moment I hear
I'm out.
I'm gone. It's not
I'm
my
out
business
and
anymore. I don't need to be here.
I'm out and I'm not going back
The
in,
moment
I
she
think is
makes
I'm out and
another
I've
eye
thought
never
I
moved
had.
so fast in my life kind of a thing.
Thank
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
you. I
he's
don't care if
Yeah.
I just tore my ACL. I am sprinting
Been
up
there.
those stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Just one more clarity on your perspective, agent, because you said like you're not sure what's going on. You think you liked it because you're engaged the whole way. We've talked about a few movies that are kind of like that. Like I think the last one was Rabbit Trap
Mhm.
that you saw, and then I saw later on. That same kind of level because it feels different than that as far as even what it's trying to do, right? Or would you say,
I think it was kind of on that level. I would say like
okay,
at some point you were like, what am I watching in Trap? Like what's really going on? Is these fairies? Is that right? So I think it was on a similar tone where like you really don't know what's going on, and I think that
mm,
was the point. But then like the end, Although a shout out to Mark Duplass, like I liked seeing him in there. It's
Sure.
from the league, I was like, heck yeah.
It's from the league.
So
Um,
funny.
Yeah.
but it was just even the ending, like, wait, what I thought I knew just went out the window.
What? Interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's get into Commodus before we go into our spoilers. So Commodus scale for Backrooms. Erica, let's start with you. Up, even, or
I'm
down?
gonna go
Where are we going?
even. Um,
Mm,
it might be one of those that I need to like revisit again when I'm in the privacy of my own home and there's not kids Snapchatting the person who's 3 rows back from me. And like, there was so much going on in the theater because it was getting a lot of attention, a lot of popularity, a lot of word of mouth, like good things were being said about this. So like my theater was packed today. So
yeah,
maybe in the
that's
privacy
great.
of my own home, like, it would be nice to, like, really focus on the details and see what's going on. Cause like, kinda like how Adrian said, I think I went into it and, like, the moment I heard, like, what she said about, like, windows and doors opening and yada yada, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, really pay attention to, like, everything that's going on right now," because I've had a feeling there's
Yeah,
gonna be a lot of pieces, and there was. So I'm
yeah,
gonna go even
yeah.
just because I had a good time at the movie, it just wasn't super impressed.
Right, right, right. Go ahead, Adrian. What did you think? Up, even, or down?
I would listen to you guys, and I think Larry was trying to do like a,
Doing your move. He was trying to do your move. Yeah.
but I go even trending up.
Even trending up. So not a up trending down. Interesting.
Definitely not a up trending down. It's an even
Okay.
trending up. Because I think I'm interested in watching it again and trying to see like what really was going on, seeing if maybe I
Sure.
pick up a little more. But I think I'm interested in watching it again.
All right. Well, I didn't even bring in my guest because I just feel so excited to talk about these theories to see where you guys feel this plane landed. So before I give my Commodus, let me bring in my guest. You may know her. I mentioned her earlier, and that is Alice from Alice in Wonderland. There's definitely some Wonderland vibes to this, and there's a scene at the beginning of Alice in Wonderland that I think appropriately summarizes my journey through Backrooms. So let me bring her in.
Really a place to have a party. You know, Dinah, we really shouldn't be doing this. After all, we haven't been invited, and curiosity often leads to trouble. Goodbye, Dinah. Goodbye.
I might be Dinah actually, just like see ya everyone, like
And
adios.
they never saw her again.
Going someplace you're not invited, and Lord knows what's in store. I thought the score and sound design in this one was really positive. Like the way they do the sound throughout it wasn't very cliche per se. Like maybe if again, I won't spoil Obsession for you, but like one of my critiques is that it just sounded too loud for the sake of like a scare, you know. This felt much more calculated, felt much more precise. I think the opening scene in Backrooms really sets the tone to pull you in, to kind of be like, what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on? So then when they lay some of the groundwork for like Act One, the story settings and story points, you're in, because now you're trying to figure this out already. It's a great mechanism to make you be like, what is happening? What's going on? Um, and with that all said, I'm going thumbs up. I'm going thumbs up. I had a great time. I may have had a couple drinks in the theater as well. I don't know if that helped the
Probably.
experience. I don't know if that influenced what was going on. But I think just the whole mystery of it, I appreciated that first person point of view, very like 90s handheld camera, Blair Witch
Oh, I
energy
wanted to puke.
a lot. is too well. I feel like that's going to be the case. It's going to be one extreme or the other.
Well,
You're going to
I no, I
really
really
love
think
it.
it was just because I was only 4 rows back. So
Sure.
there was definitely times I had like, okay, I'm gonna look away for a second, but like keep my eyes so I can kind of see what's going on.
Yeah.
I normally
Yeah.
get like nauseous like that. Like I get motion sickness pretty quick, and this one didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
And like you said,
Happy for
the
you.
yeah, the music I think was on point. I think it
Hmm.
was a little cliche at times, like
But it
the
was
way they
just
used
subtle
some music.
enough.
It was perfect, I
Yeah.
think.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
it did. I mean, the first 15 minutes of it kind of it's slow. It's a slow burn at first. Like it kind of was like, man, the only like there was very little dialogue, very little like suspense or action happening, but the music was getting me like, okay,
Yeah.
something's gonna happen right here, or okay, something
Yeah.
eerie's going on.
Yeah. I would say that there was a point in that opening sequence. I don't know if it was, sorry, I don't know if it was that opening sequence or like the second one when it's first
When he's already gone
discovered.
through the wall,
Uh,
right? Yeah, like
right. Like I'm trying to not give it's I mean it's pretty given. We see in the trailer like he's there. He being what was his character's name?
Clark.
I
Clark.
have it. Clark, Captain Clark, Captain Clark. Like when Clark goes through, I think it's probably that series, but it did feel it was dragged out a little long because you're having to just kind of float
Yeah.
with it. So it is kind of drowsy. Like it can kind of it's like soaring over California, but for like sleep mode. You know what I mean? Like just as far as like you're on a slow ride, like
It's because
you're
he
just
was still
going with it.
investigating the room and stuff, like, right? Like,
I'm
he's, like,
sorry
kinda
to
wandering
everybody
around, not
that
sure
he
what it
just
is.
insulted one of the greatest rides that have ever come out of Disney California Adventures. Very sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I'm just saying, like you're
No,
locked
I
in
feel
and
what you
you're just
mean.
going with
I
where the
I
camera
think
goes. You
that's
know.
I think that's where like my biggest issues were because regardless if you had seen a trailer or not, because I did a pretty good fucking job of like not watching anything.
Avoid.
Even if you had
Yeah.
seen like the poster, you had the concept and you knew that he was going to
Right.
be in that space. So I think that's where I had a lot of difficulties, like how long it took. Like I said, the urgency of it. Like in that
Yeah.
scenario, if you think about I won't spoil this, but if you think about like what is going on in his life and things that are happening and everything, like I get that he thinks he has all the time in the world, but like even at that, I still don't think he was moving with enough urgency in the film.
Sure. Let's jump into spoilers so we can just talk more freely about Backrooms because there's a lot to investigate and try to figure out. So spoilers for Backrooms.
Spoiler alert.
What you were alluding to, Erica, is that his wife and him are splitting up, getting a divorce. He's been kicked out of the house that he pays the mortgage for. He's staying in his furniture store building
Yeah.
in the beds that they
Because
have
she's
for
going to
sale.
school to law school, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. And he's an architect, but he's stuck doing this, so he talks to his therapist, who is Renat Rensve, who I think you said her character name is
Mary,
Mary.
yeah.
Is that correct?
Mary, yeah.
Yeah. And then the electricity is going out, the lights going out, whatever, and that leads him to this switch box. And in the process of discovering all this, he ends up finding a soft portal. He sees a crack through the wall, and there's some light, like something's behind it. Again, I would never be like, oh, let me go see what's let me see what's happening in this
Crazy.
room full of light when the whole building seems to have no power.
I would never have touched the button. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as the electrician was like, "Hey, get over here, look.
What is this
This
breaker
looks
that
like
connects
nothing's
to
there. Just
nothing?
somebody
Don't
just
touch it. Don't touch
yeah,
it.
like and he's over here clicking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Back and
nah,
forth.
man. Like,
I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. But I also appreciate some of the comical moments, like when he's making his commercial and he's like a peg leg captain, but you
see
clearly
his
see
knees just bent.
So funny.
he had real Buck Swoops from Boogie Nights energy as far as his commercials go. So that I clocked that
He's
right
out
away
of
and loved
breath.
that. Is that and the cherry sits and falls and just
Yeah.
all of it was great. Um, as far as performances go, I just want to say, though I have Renat's stock, she felt a little miscast in this. I actually didn't like her.
I didn't like her until she was in, like, that panic state. But when he has her tied up and he's explaining to her, like, what's been going on and he wants to do stuff, like, that she had
Sure.
great emotions on her face. The panic really sets in. But, yeah, I'm kind of on the same page of you as I think this was maybe
Like she had a kind of interesting accent because, American English isn't her first language and it felt like that's what she was going for. I just thought maybe
Can I tell
she
you what I think I would've
needed more to work with.
Yes.
She needed more to
Yeah.
work with.
And that's what I said. I think both of them did a great job with what they were given. Like, I think
Yeah.
her character, I think we needed a little bit more because I loved the backstory about her and her mom. I thought that could have
Right,
been
really interesting.
very important to what was going on, and they kind of just left it and then wrapped it up at the end in a little bow and said, "Here you go, just in case you forgot about this is all happening too." Like,
I have a good question for Adrian. So, Adrian, so maybe a good way to move forward is to ask you or have you ask
yeah, yeah,
questions
yeah.
like, what did you think the movie was about? What did you just watch?
Yeah, what
What
questions do you
was
have?
this?
Okay.
And we'll see if we have any answers.
Okay. So how are they all in his head? Right? So
Mhm.
this whole world where he transports through the wall into the other side, he's now in his head? So
You're
why
saying
Yeah.
no.
ho-
Erica's shaking her head
so
no.
then how is his monster, his creature that his ego is the monster, right? Like how is
I
that?
I think they are in his
Do you
head.
guys not hear what the cardboard cutout says at the end when it's in English?
What's he saying?
It's like, it says something about, like, "Welcome to Earth, alien," or something like that. Like, it's meant to imply that it's a parallel, like, portals that are happening, and, like,
Yes.
so it's not
I'm
dead at all.
see, but I think okay. First of all, you always have such conviction in your tone, Erica. I think this is the one movie where we could all be right, or at least like
Yeah, your
I think there is.
interpretation, I guess.
I think this is a world where you're inside. Everyone has their own back rooms, and that's all connected through this parallel universe, and that's why they're studying it because they say like this is where it all almost like the Big Bang, like they're saying this is it, like this is the place where everything is starts, like this is a dimension of creation or like from the beginning, right? Don't they say something like that?
That's what kind of
Eh,
gave me the Stranger Things kind of vibe. Like there's an upside down. Like, okay, so it's not his head. They're not in his head. They're in an upside down, like an alternative reality,
I think it's
which
I
you're
I
saying is
thought
like a
when
different
you
dimension.
said that, I was like, "That's a fairly good comparison." The only difference is that is the lack of control in the back room, and like I said, it's my opinion, right? So I don't.
But that's why he's saying that there's like they're just remembered incorrectly, like little things are remembered
Yes,
incorrectly.
because it's not quite a complete world because not everybody has
Yes, I'm
gone
with it.
through a portal. Remember how
Yes.
her mom, that's why they admit her into the insane
5150.
asylum,
Right.
because she's got all her windows covered, she's got the doors
Yeah.
barricaded because she said everything is a window, everything is a door. So essentially, from what I am understanding about this, right, you do have that demonic creature, alien, whatever you want to call it, that's within this dimension. I think it's
But it's
using the
him.
I
But it's him.
no, it's only him
It's
when he decides to stay. It's not I don't think it's him the entire time. I think that when he
Uh-huh.
finally decides that he doesn't wanna change, that he doesn't wanna leave, that it takes on his
Okay,
form.
so when there's a scene where he's in there and he hears one of his employees' voices, right? The girl's voice, and this is after her
Demise.
boyfriend, cameraman, whatever, gets pulled from something. So the thing that kills the other guy, the cameraman, if you will, and the one that picks up the camera when his back is turned, you're saying that's just like a spirit with no manifestation, or like
So remember when she comes
what is
in and
that?
you see the drawing? When Mary comes
Mhm.
in and you see the drawing of the
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just a
yeah,
big
yeah.
shadowy
Like the
figure
wolf.
Yes,
holding up a
that's
body.
its original form. This is how I saw it, that's its original form, and that as these people are coming in, it's consuming them, it's consuming the environments they've come out, but it's not quite human, it can't quite reproduce. That's why you get the incomplete faces on the people, that the furniture's not coming quite through in the ground. You have empty pools or pools reversed backwards. That's why everything's like kind of slightly off because it's only
Uh-huh.
consuming and it's trying to put stuff back from the memories it's consuming.
So presuming everybody went into the back rooms, like every human went into the back rooms, it then would look more like normal. It would look normal. Everything would be
Well,
normal
it's still pulling
from what
off
you're
of more
saying.
Slightly, it
memories,
would
so it's like
still all
AI.
be
Because
skewed.
that's
Yes,
memories.
that was kind of what it was, like,
Hmm.
alluding to. In my
So
opinion, like,
yeah,
people could get something completely different, but, like, that's
I
how
mean, that
I
makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. Like, yeah,
yeah.
okay, that's plausible.
that's fair. So I saw it as, again, like it's a shared back room, but him going into it sees this creature, and maybe there's more than one, like this is just the one that he got exposed to. And because he essentially told Mary about it, and she ends up finding him, or looking for him, that manifestation now appears to her because he's given in, or he's been
He's accepted being
consumed
there.
by him.
He submitted. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Submitted.
yeah.
Great word.
So,
Great
like,
word.
the
Right.
other thing too and great work on that how they made him look, like the scary pirate, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
terrifying.
Shout out shout out to I have him right here. Hold on. I was practicing his name because he was also, Robert Bob I said I
Bobrovsky.
practiced his name. Bobrovsky, who was also in our test episode for Alien Romulus. He was the
Mhm.
like humanoid,
Yeah,
That we
alien or
didn't like.
whatever.
Andy,
So
right?
that that we didn't like. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I dug it. I felt like I dug it. Did I not? Maybe not. I don't know. But no, he did great. The design was
Yeah.
great. But it also, I could feel people in that moment being exposed to the big bad monster, being like, "What the fuck is
Yeah.
this goofy thing?"
Like, what is
You
this, the
know what I mean?
BFG?
It definitely I
Like,
I think maybe, yeah, we were in completely different theaters because the moment all of that stuff started to happen, it was silent in our theater. Like, everybody was kinda like, "What was that?" Like, "What's what is going on
mm,
here?" Like, "That's creepy." And then, like, then I think it was the noises for me. The noises it was making. I was
mm,
like,
that it was
"Ah!"
making. Yeah, that's
Huge
fair.
freaking
But
guy.
again, I wouldn't have been in there in the first place.
I think also when Mary gets tied up, and she has this whole like issue with her mom, who was 5150'd and had her own issues, and there's clearly a weird like mother-daughter relationship there. And her being a therapist, a lot of therapists tend to have their own issues that they don't necessarily confront. And I think her staying in the back rooms is just like what he did. He submitted. So is that he submitted, she
He
submitted, or you
So,
don't think she
It's
submitted?
a copy, it's not her, it already has the memories that it created. She's not in the back rooms.
She's not in the back
No,
rooms at all. Like she never
no,
was.
like, that end scene where it's somebody sitting, that's not her.
It's her
It's
it's
the memory
her
of
as
her,
a
it's the
memory.
copy, it's why it doesn't look quite right. They're trying to create this parallel universe to consume
Uh,
and to create, but they
so where is
huh?
she?
So that's
Where
what
is
That's
she?
why
She's
I'm
dead.
saying you don't get fulfilled with her story because you don't
Mm,
end up knowing what happens. You just see that there's a copy of
hmm.
her in the back rooms.
so is
That's
she
interesting.
does she get out of the back rooms? Because when I like she never
No,
goes
you're saying
back out the
yes.
portal. She like goes up the stairs and out the front door, and then there's a wall there. So it's like she's still in the back rooms because the exit
She's
door
still
doesn't
in the
go out.
back rooms. Right.
And then all
Right.
of a
Right.
sudden she's being interviewed by, you know, the league. So how does that like are they
So
all in there together? Like all of a sudden she's being
there's
interrogated.
multiple portals and doors to the back room. So like he's explaining to her I forget what's his name in the movie? The guy from Creed?
Uh,
Phil.
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 So Phil at the end is explaining to her, like, we didn't used to do anything like this. We used to do MRIs. And then, we discovered that because there's multiple portals and doors that are opening throughout all of Earth. That's
Mm,
the whole point.
Wait a minute. So
mm.
MRIs, I thought so the MRIs part is what made me think like they were in his head. When he was like, we didn't used to do this. We were going through back rooms in his brain instead of like we used to just do an MRI to see what was going on. Now we travel to their back rooms.
Kane, if you're watching this, if you could
You
please
need help.
clarify. You could, no, but I think this is like there was a point in the movie where I was watching it, and I remember thinking like I'm enjoying this, but I wonder if it's going to be any good on rewatch once you know the answers, right? Because there's some movies where like once the mystery is solved, you're like, okay, like the first ride was a good ride, but this is more like, and it's not my double feature, but it's like a Donnie Darko. Like it's in that way where like maybe the more you watch it, you're gonna take more away from the movie.
Okay. Okay.
No, you made a face. You don't like my
I
comment.
don't know. I think people just really look too deep into Donnie Darko.
Oh, you don't think it has anything
So it's
It's
not
deep
like
time
at
such
all?
travel?
a simple movie.
Erica's just way advanced.
It's
She's
about
just way
it's
ahead of the
you wanna
curve.
know what Donnie Darko is in its simplest form? A movie about time travel.
God damn it, Erica, it's so
Yeah.
logical. Yeah, 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 yeah. But
But
when
okay, but
you're
hear
like
me out
really
on
high
this
in your
though.
early
Hear
20s.
me out on this though, because here's where I'll give the credit to Donnie Darko. They completed their circle, right? Because
Mm,
you find out all of the events that would have happened if you didn't
mm,
time travel through the
mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm,
engine, the
mm-hmm.
plane engine, right? So we don't really get her completion. We get her to come like right about,
Spoiler alerts for Donnie
huh?
Darko.
That movie's been out
Spoiler
for
alerts for
freaking
Donnie
20
Darko.
plus years. Get out of here.
25. Hey, we might have an
That'd be a
anniversary.
cool
Yeah.
one for Halloween.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Um,
Yeah.
she gets to like maybe like 320 degrees, and then there's just like this little chunk that's
Mm,
missing that why I don't think
mm.
we come full circle. Cause like I think it would have been like what if we do see her walking back into the back rooms and like facing the demon or whatever it is, or
And it looks like
Mm-hmm.
her.
get her trying to escape and like you see her running to the asylum where her mom is. Like there was a lot of things that could have completed it that I just think we were a little lost. Now I don't know if that's because his plan is to come out with another movie, which is
Sure,
completely
sure, sure.
possible. I mean, especially after the success that it's had. If he is doing a second movie, he's gonna have to really outdo himself.
I felt another part of this. I chose Alice because there is an element of like Wonderland of
Oh
like
yeah.
this, everything's upside down
Yeah.
and whatever. But I also felt for our gamers out there, it was like the water temple in Ocarina of Time. I talked about Ocarina of Time last time when Chad brought up fucking Zelda, but that's a different. Go watch that episode. But like the Ocarina of Time, for those of you who play, know that's like one of the harder levels because it's such a like, where do I go? How did I get here? What do I need to equip to do what?
Mhm.
Whatever. And it was like the same thing navigating this movie, which I had a fun time doing, which is why I give it a thumbs up. The production design was incredible. Like apparently they actually made this whole like labyrinth of a set
Mhm.
where people are getting lost in it. Like I'm never going to be mad at someone that puts that amount of detail into a film. So very excited for Kane Parsons' success and what he's going to do next. But before we do double features, anything else you guys want to touch on about Backrooms? I feel like we could just like
You could
philosophize.
dissect like so many angles of this movie. But
Yeah,
I think that's what's
yeah.
like part of the appeal too, and I think that's why I gave it a sideways and not like a full up. Is like we said, I think if I go back and I'm able to like, okay, I kind of know what's going on. Let me see if I need to pay attention to other things and maybe put it together more.
I don't think it's going to, but I think if it does, it'd be an incredible sign of the times if it gets nominated for something like cinematography. Because there's a scene where the camera itself goes through the back room, like it's like the real world, and then it goes through the
And it
portal, and it's like
transitions.
it transitions, and yet it's so seamless. It's like it's really well done, and then the way they make the camera capture certain like I think that I was impressed
Even
on the
going floor
craft.
to floor, when it's like
Right,
going down the
right,
building
right.
through the yeah.
As well. So go watch it. I think even though you guys are evens or
No,
even
I'd
even
still say
plus,
this
like
is
go watch
a
it.
fun movie to go see. Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
gonna have
yeah,
you a
yeah.
little bit confused.
I think I'll definitely, maybe once it comes to streaming or whatever, I'll give it another go. And now that we've had this discussion, and for those of you that have watched, let us know. Are we on the right track? Are we way off? What's your interpretation? Tell us in the comments. But I think having this discussion makes it that much more valuable to see it again because you have a different shade of lens on. Double feature recommendations. Ladies first, Erica, what would you pair with with
I know,
Backrooms?
right? I'm almost kind of second guessing mine. But have you guys seen Annihilation with Natalie Portman and I think Oscar
Yeah,
Isaac is her husband.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I don't want to say it's similar because I don't really think it is. There's a lot of themes that I think are parallel to this of like the not quite knowing what's going on, but still trying to like piece some puzzles together and then with like a complete crazy ending. I don't want to
Yeah,
spoil that one because that
yeah.
one is a little bit more recent than most, but if you haven't seen Annihilation and you're into sci-fi, definitely want to recommend it.
And it is a bit more traditional as far as like A to B to C. Like it's very
Yeah,
like what is happening in between that, but by the time you get to the
you're
end,
like,
it has like
what?
it has a bit of a resolution. It's like what, but I think interpretation's a little bit
Yeah,
easier
oh,
for that. Is
definitely.
that
Yeah.
fair? Yeah. Okay. Annihilation. Adrian, what are you pairing?
So I'm gonna pair The Cell, the one with Jenny Lopez,
Oh, sure.
just because it's
We've talked about that a few times.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was like a psychological thriller, but it's like they're in his head, the head of a serial killer. Um and my initial reaction to Backrooms was like they're in his head kind of a thing, like this is his reality and then he's manifested. But upon further review, maybe it's not so much that, but I would say The Cell kind of gave me the similar vibes. Like, okay, this is a psychological, definitely being in somebody's head in different, multiple like rooms, essentially multiple scenes.
Listen. I love Erica and her convictions, and it makes a lot of sense after talking about it. But I still think there's an element that this is like in his head. The fact that it manifests as like the thing he
I just
hates.
think we
He
like
wants
I
to be
said,
an
I just don't think
architect.
we get that. Like, I don't think we get that completion of, like, really figuring it out because the monster kills him. Spoiler,
Hmm.
he
And
dies.
it doesn't, the monster's not him as a regular person. The monster's him as that commercial, as the pirate.
Correct.
still a
Correct.
demon, still a manifestation. So, like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
But
he
it's from
still
his
does not
mind, right?
survive the Backrooms.
I don't think it was the case, but I would have appreciated if that monster also had a fake peg leg
I
and
would have
his
His
leg
knee
is
was
died.
just
up.
sticking out behind.
That was so
That would have been
funny.
great. Um, so I could have sworn one of you guys was gonna go with the Blair Witch Project just because of the way it was filmed and it gave that similar kind of like what's happening energy. So I didn't pick that. So that'll be an honorable mention.
My
If
wife
you
kept
haven't seen the
saying
Blair
that,
Witch.
like as we were watching it, like, "Oh my gosh, is this the Blair Witch Project kind of thing?" And I was like, "I don't know. I've seen as much as you have."
I love that when someone who asks like, "What's happening?" It's like I'm watching it with you. I don't I don't know. But I'm actually gonna go with a different film. Have either of you guys seen Sorry to Bother You?
I feel like I have.
Boots Riley film. Boots Riley film who just came out with I Love Boosters, which by the way, we don't have it on the schedule to watch, but I plan to watch that and we'll report back. But Boots Riley made Sorry to Bother You, and it's about Lakeith Stanfield's in it, and he's essentially like a telemarketer, and he finds a way to kind of like rig the system and like hustle it, but by the end it gets very like what the fuck is this movie kind of like. And I remember the first time I watched it, it turned me off, but I'm curious if I gave it a revisit, I'd be like, okay, I see the bigger thing happening
Just
with
go
it,
with the
right, and I
Blair
just
Witch
missed it.
Project.
I mean, but Sorry to Bother You, I think is relevant because of like Boots Riley also having I Love Boosters out right now, and I want to check that out. But yeah, I think either way, if you want something very similar in the filming of it all, go Blair Witch Project. But if you want something from like the surreal, like what is this movie about? What's happening? Sorry to Bother You is the route I would go. Let's draft some stock.
Going
It's an
first this time.
It's interesting. Well, one fell out.
It's
One
Adrian.
fell out. One fell out. So she's not even paying attention. It's Erica going
No,
first.
she goes last because she fell out.
No, that's not how that works.
They just keep falling out. Let's see if I can get another one to fall out, and we'll just do it that way.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. Oh, two fell out. This one fell out first. Ah, fuck. It's Adrian. I'm going last. I'm going last. All right. It's interesting because we only really talked about two actors in this, one of which I already have. So there are other actors in this film, but it's very limited.
I mean, I spoke
Um,
about another one, but it's okay.
no, you did. I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just saying like as far as the majority of the conversation was around
Sure.
the two leads, but you had Finn Bennett, Lukita Maxwell. You did mention Mark Duplass. Listen, you could go with the big Robert Bobrovsky. That's very Adrian. I feel like that'd be an Adrian move. Have we stalled enough to have you take a pick, Erica?
I think I was always gonna go with this person just because, like I said,
Okay.
I think I'm always sorry, I'm looking at my phone just to make sure. Gotta look at a couple things. I'm always impressed with how he acts. I like pretty much everything he's ever been in. I believe he's award nominated.
Maybe for 12 Years a Slave?
I want to say for 12 Years a
Yeah.
Slave, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Joel. Like, he's just so phenomenal. Like, um, loved him
Yeah.
in this film. Loved his performance.
He was fun. He was fun the whole time. Like you can empathize with him, but also
Yeah, like you
be terrified with
you
him, and
want to
also
empathize with him, but then when you get to the end, you're like, maybe I don't
yeah,
empathize with you at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Um,
It's interesting.
but yeah, you're never gonna get a bad performance from him, in my opinion. I am gonna send all the good vibes his way because he is going to be starring in the Exorcist movie that is currently in
Ah,
production.
yes.
So just stay safe. Make sure this day gets blessed. Go to church.
Don't get stuck in those back rooms,
Yeah.
huh?
They
Awesome.
don't
All
need a
right.
back room. The devil just do whatever you need to do.
On Front Street. Adrian, where you going?
I'm staying true to myself. I'm taking my boy Mark Duplass, baby,
I
from the
love you so
league.
much.
That's so funny that that's like where you like. I get it, but it's just funny that that's where you know it
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, it checks out. I love it. Well, I mean, listen, he's a great actor. He does a lot of horror.
He's been in
He
47
did Creep.
movies. Yeah, for sure.
He was in the Bombshell movie. I think
Zero Dark
that's come
30.
up as well. Yeah. So great pick. I'm taking Kane Parsons, 20-year-old director, feature film. I mean, talk about getting him out the gate and bright future ahead. So looking forward to that. That is Backrooms. Thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the tribe. SeenThisPod.com to get all of our socials, merch, interviews, all the things. Subscribe to our newsletter so you can get 15% off on our merch that is going to be discontinuing after the month of June because we're heading into season 3. So seeingthispod.com/subscribe to do that. We have exciting stuff on the horizon. I didn't mention this in our programming reminders, but next week, next Monday, we have the Wayans brothers back. It's a
You
scary
wanna know
movie.
what's crazy too is they were showing a trailer during the film. I just was like, "No, thank you.
Dude,
Don't."
4 fingers over the eyes,
Yeah.
thumbs in the ear. That's my move for all trailers. But until then, stay safe.
Peace.
I have a cat here right now, and it's locked out of its litter box room. So give me 2 seconds to open up the door so it doesn't
Wait,
piss the
okay, what
shit
do you
all
have to
over the
show us the
kitchen.
cat?
Come here, Coco.
If this puss doesn't have boots on, I'm gonna be real mad.
Puss in Boots.
She can be a little scaredy cat. Okay. Come here. Come here. I want to say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Did you get a cat,
Yeah,
Michael?
I know. No, no. No.
Cat sitting, huh?
Bye. Oh, you know what? I could do it this way, I guess. Let's see. Roll blur. Speaking of back
I would like
rooms,
to see the baby.
there you go.
Oh, Rolly boy.
What do they call those calicos?
Did a cute baby. No, that's not a calico.
Hi, Coco. No.
When they're striped like that, like black and gray
No,
stripes?
the calico, they have like the orange, the black, the white, the gray. They have to have all these colors. Yeah.
Okay.
And we're back.